Hey everybody, Tony George, DocSports.com. The fun, relaxed, candid, raw, informative Week 4 NFL opening line report. Week 3 proved to be a lot of surprises. Uh, a losing weekend for me, which is rare, but a losing weekend on Sunday in the NFL and Monday night. Just did not have a good weekend. We had a stellar weekend the week before. Opened up with a nice win last week on Miami over Jacksonville on the Thursday night game. And another stinker this week for Thursday night. Couple of bad teams again. What are you going to do? Take the underdog? Usually, when you have a couple bad teams, you take the underdog. Let's get to it, shall we? And don't forget to tune in to myself and Indian Cowboy. We'll be up late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning with our Week 4 preview, picks, and insights video. Over 2,600 of you tuned in last week. Thanks. We appreciate it. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's take a look at these lines here. I'll pull them up for you. Starting out with Thursday night football, a clinker. Denver opened up at 2.5. The total 41. Now down to Denver -1. I even see a pick at Westgate right now. Total 40. Denver Jets. Denver, a triage unit. I thought Denver would give Tampa Bay. I thought Denver was underrated. They'd given everybody a game. And I thought Tampa Bay was way overrated, and I thought Denver was underrated. Well, the injuries keep piling up, and Denver keeps losing, and they lost badly at home in a stadium, by the way, where Tom Brady had not played that well in his career. But nonetheless, Denver -1 over the Jets. Is it a week that we take the road team on Thursday Night Football? But can't take the Jets. Colts taking on Chicago, opened up at a pick'em, total 45. It is now the Indianapolis Colts -2.5 and 45. Nick Foles does what Nick Foles does. Comes in off the bench, saves the day, unseats the starting quarterback, and off we go. If that's what you think with the Chicago Bears, then take them right now. Because I don't think that line is going to go up to 3. They're never going to give a team like Chicago with Foles at quarterback a full 3 points as a home dog. You know, sharps will kill the books and they know it. On the other side of the coin, if you believe that the Indianapolis Colts have the number 1 defense in the NFL, which they're ranked at, then you might want to take the Colts. Word to the wise. Take a look at who the Colts have played. And bear in mind, all-world quarterback Phil Rivers, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions all year. New Orleans Saints taking on Detroit. The Saints are just in a tailspin. I think Drew Brees he hasn't worn out his welcome, but he's worn out his arm. Really has. I thought that they could get it done against Green Bay. I thought Green Bay had played a couple patches and put up 43 points. Thought Saints had a pretty decent defense. Well, they do, but Rodgers tore them up. Aaron Rodgers continues on the FU tour around the NFL, and they are crushing people. Well, I haven't looked at the stats this week. Probably the number 1 offense in the NFL. I mean, just unbelievable. And now you're on the road laying 4 to the Lions, who upended Arizona. I thought they'd give Arizona a game last week. I took Arizona and teased them down to +0.5, thinking that would be safe. Probably be a 3-point ball game, but I didn't think it'd be one way or the other. But it was, and guess what? Detroit at home catching 4 the only way I can look. Arizona taking on Carolina. Arizona, a disappointment last week in many phases. They faced a zone defense versus man-to-man, and that was their demise, and Carolina will try to do the same. However, Carolina, I don't think they have the players to do it, to be honest with you. Arizona opened up at 3.5, total 51. It's still 3.5, and the total now is 52.5, and it very well may be an over. Jacksonville, Cincinnati, question marks really not answered in the Cincinnati Philadelphia game since they tied. Is Cincinnati getting better every week with Burrow quarterback, or the Eagles bad? I don't know. Jacksonville got hammered, and I mean hammered, dominated on Thursday Night Football last week. They've had some extra time to prepare, off a tie game in overtime. Jacksonville catching 3. Is Cincinnati ready to win? Total 49. I don't know. That one there is a coin flip game. No opinion. Cleveland taking on Dallas. Dallas laying 4.5. Total 55.5. Take the over. Minnesota taking on Houston. Houston at home laying 3.5. Minnesota gave Tennessee all they wanted and then some, which shocked the piss out of me. I don't know if it shocked the piss out of you. Lost a premium pick on that one. Nonetheless, is Houston ready to lay 3.5? I don't know. Minnesota at a teaser play plus 9.5 in a two-team 6-point teaser. Seattle taking on Miami. Seattle minus 6.5 on the road at Miami. Total 54.5. I could only take the home team there, Miami Dolphins. LA Chargers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay looked like a world beater. They opened up at 4.5. The betting markets love them. They're up to 7. Tom Brady looking good. People are going to start bandwagon. Chargers supposed to have a good defense, breaking in a rookie quarterback. Total jumped down from 45.5, a full 2 points, to 43.5. Might be an underplay. Pittsburgh taking on Tennessee. The Steelers on the road, laying 2. Total 47. Guess what? Tennessee tested positive for COVID. No sense in talking about it. Here we go. This is going to happen this NFL season. They've had over 90,000 tests in the NFL, and they've had like 5 or 4 positives coming into this week. So bad news for the Tennessee Titans. And I don't know what the protocol is. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know when they're going to do a makeup game. This, that, and the other. So nightmare. Baltimore taking on Washington. Baltimore Ravens, 13-point favorite after getting their ass handed to them every which way from Sunday in every single category, maybe except special teams, since Kansas City gave up a special teams TD and missed an extra point. They still crushed them. Usually when a team on the road misses an extra point, is playing a team the caliber of Baltimore, and gives up a special teams touchdown against the number one, and then playing the number 1 scoring defense on the road, they get beat. Not Kansas City. Baltimore got flat out embarrassed, and Lamar Jackson looked less than pedestrian. Total 47. 13-point road favorite. Because they think they're pissed off, I could only take the home team plus the 13. Giants taking on the Rams. Rams laying 12.5. Total 48. Opened up at 9 and 47. The only way I could do the Rams is take them in a teaser. Get them teased down through 7. New England on the road at Kansas City. Kansas City opened up a -8. Now down to -7. 54. Boy. Kansas City in a teaser -1. Kansas City, until somebody beats them, is the best team in football. I mean, if Lamar Jackson and his running ability didn't give him too many problems on Monday night, what makes you think that Cam Newton's going to give him problems? Buffalo taking on Las Vegas. Buffalo on the road in Vegas. They opened up as a 2.5-point favorite. Now -3. Total opened up at 49.5. Shot up to 52. Take the over. Philadelphia taking on San Francisco. San Francisco, despite the injuries, a full 7-point favorite. 45 under. Dare I say that's one of these pills you might want to swallow, where you just got to take that great big ass horse pill, stick it in the back of your throat and swallow it, and take the Eagles. Atlanta taking on Green Bay on Monday Night Football. Atlanta, an absolute train wreck, whirling cesspool of doom and despair, who can grab defeat from the jaws of victory at home against a backup quarterback in the NFL. Green Bay absolutely on fire. Total 58. The number is 7. Opened up at 5. I can only take the over in that game. That's your line report. Get over to DocSports.com. Check out all the action we got, the free $60 we got for you. Tune in to myself this Thursday morning for Indian Cowboy and myself breaking down week 4 of the NFL in a little bit more detail than this. Remember, These are just opening lines and opening comments and initial reactions to games that aren't fully handicapped yet. Thanks for tuning in.